Right, guys, it is the morning after Liverpool beat Chelsea in the FA Cup final and won our first FA Cup in 16 years. I was 2 years old the last time we won an FA Cup in 2006, so it's been a while. But it was a really good game, just like the League Cup final finished 0-0, but it was an enjoyable watch. The first half, Liverpool dominated and had a couple of chances. Jota had the best chance of the half. Should have scored, definitely, when he came on for Salah, that is. But flicked it over the bar. Diaz also had a one-on-one early on, and the rebound fell to Keita, which he definitely should have done better with as well. But Chelsea also had a couple of chances, with Marcos Alonso's shot being smothered by Alisson and Pulisic also having a shot just go wide. So yeah, it was a close first half, and then the second half when Liverpool obviously took Salah off due to injury, you felt it was going to go Chelsea's way. The second half, Chelsea started out the better side. Got a couple of chances early on with Christian Pulisic. Alisson had to make a save from him, and Marcos Alonso also had a free kick, which he swung in right into the far corner, and it actually came off the crossbar. So they got slightly unlucky in that regard, I guess. But yeah, Liverpool, after about a 15-minute spell of Chelsea being on top, Liverpool managed to regain control of the game. I think this was partly down to, as much as Naby Keita did have a really good game yesterday, when James Milner came on, he sort of, how do I put it, just sort of bossed the midfield a bit more. Started putting strong tackles in, letting everyone know he was there. And yeah, he had a really good impact once he came on the pitch, Milner did. And yeah, Liverpool also had a couple of chances second half. Diaz hit the post, well, the outside of the post, when he was trying to take on, I think it was Rudiger. And then just before the end of the 90 minutes, James Milner put in a delightful cross. Andy Robertson back post. You think he's got to score, but it comes off his shin and hits the post. At that point, I just thought it's not going to be our day, is it? And yeah, that was the end of the 90 minutes. But then in extra time, extra time was a bit of a boring 30 minutes. Not a lot happened in extra time, I think, but both sides just were knackered. And also, we're confident that they could win on penalties, I think, especially with Chelsea having the knowledge that Liverpool's best penalty, maybe not best, but one of Liverpool's best penalty takers has gone off the pitch injured. And also the other one, Fabinho, isn't even playing anyway. So I think Chelsea thought they might have a good chance this time round of winning on penalties. Whereas Liverpool also just seem to have this way of always winning on penalties. I don't know why it is. But if you look over the past, I don't know, this century, or this millennium, sorry, Liverpool have won the League Cup on penalties in 2001, the Champions League in 2005, the FA Cup in 2006, the League Cup in 2012. What else? The Super Cup in 2019. And the League Cup this year as well as the FA Cup now. But then again, we have also lost a few, like the League Cup to Man City in 2016 and the Community Shield to Arsenal last year, if you count that. But yeah, Liverpool always seem to find a way, so it feels like to me anyway. We have a better record on penalties than like most other teams. And yeah, once it went to penalties, I can't remember exactly how it went, but I think Alonso scored Then Milner scored. Azpilicueta missed, but to be fair to Azpilicueta, it hit the post, but had it gone an inch to the left, it would have been like probably penalty of the day. So he was very unlucky there. And then Thiago scored, came in off the post. And Firmino scored for Liverpool. James scored for Chelsea. I'm doing this for a memory test here. I want to prove I remember it. Firmino scored. Who else? Trent scored. And then who got... Ross Barkley also scored, I think. Then on the fifth one, I think Jorginho scored, and then it was down to Sadio Mane. If Mane scores, Liverpool win. And he's up against his international teammate and Edouard Mendy. Senegal have obviously had a couple of successes in penalty shootouts this year already against Egypt, both times. One for World Cup qualification, one to win the African Cup of Nations, so not bad going. But Mane put it low down to the keeper's right, and it wasn't a great penalty, nowhere near the corner. Mendy saved it. However, there were a few penalties I thought that weren't like great. I think a couple of Chelsea's, especially Reece James, is like it's a good penalty, but if Alisson just like doesn't fully commit, then that's just like laughable, isn't it? Then obviously it goes into sudden death. Who got Chelsea's first in sudden death? I can't even remember now. Who got Chelsea's first in sudden death? I need to get this. Oh, I can't remember. Yeah, I've forgotten. But then whoever they scored for Chelsea, basically, Jota then scores, and then Mason Mount steps up, and there was this statistic on the corner of the screen during the game. Mason Mount has lost 5 Wembley finals in a row. That's not great going, is it? I mean, fair play, because you have to do something to get to the finals. But yeah, that's quite bad. And his penalty, Alisson saved. It wasn't a great penalty. And then it's down to an unlikely hero, Kostas Tsimikas. If you'd told any Liverpool fan before the game that Tsimikas would effectively score the winner, I think they'd have been quite surprised. But he tucked it away, and Liverpool won the cup. And yeah, first time I've ever seen Liverpool win the FA Cup, because obviously I wasn't watching football when I was 2 years old. I started watching football when I was about 5. So yeah, I enjoyed it. I loved the FA Cup, brilliant competition. And yeah, I don't think this is a cup final that will go down as one of the greats. The ones that I remember throughout my lifetime are Arsenal v Hull in 2014. What else? Wigan v Man City in 2013. Even Liverpool v Chelsea in 2012 was a good final. What else? United Palace 2016 was quite good. Chelsea Arsenal 2017 was also a good final. Who won it in 20? Oh yeah, Chelsea won it in 2018. Yeah, I think that they're the best ones. Maybe Leicester Chelsea last year was also a good final too. So yeah, I don't think it goes down as one of the greats, this one, but still, I'm just glad I've seen my team win the FA Cup. Anyway, thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.